Así podría ser la ofensiva terrestre de Israel en la franja de Gaza.
I think this war is going to be bigger, it's going to be longer, and it's going to be even more destructive and deadlier than any of the previous wars between Israel and Hamas.
This is going to be urban warfare. This is a three-dimensional war. You have to expect that the enemy is attacking you from above, from below, from the front and from behind. You can't enter with mechanized vehicles. You have to go in by infantry and you have to fight basically for house and house.
Israel declaró oficialmente la guerra a Hamás tras el atentado terrorista de la milicia islamista. Desde entonces no ha dejado de bombardear la franja de Gaza. Pero el cautiverio de los rehenes que tomó Hamás en Israel complica mucho la estrategia para lanzar una ofensiva terrestre.
Likely that many of them are being kept in Hamas's underground tunnels and bunkers, so it's very difficult to find them, to reach them.
Para las autoridades israelíes hay 199 rehenes, mientras que Hamás asegura que son entre 200 y 250 y de diferentes nacionalidades.
It's not just Israeli citizens who are held hostage, but there's also many foreign nationals, so many other governments are also going to be trying to do what they can to bring their hostages home. And this really complicates the whole situation because it's going to be very difficult, for example, for the Israeli army to wage war in the Gaza Strip without jeopardizing the lives of those hostages. And I think as the days and weeks go on, there's going to be mounting public pressure inside Israel and around the world to bring those hostages home.
Ahora Hamás afirma que planea liberar a rehenes extranjeros si se cumplen sus condiciones. ¿Qué puede hacer entonces Israel para que se liberen los rehenes?
Really, the only way to secure the release of those hostages is likely to be through some sort of a negotiated agreement with Hamas, however distasteful that may be. But Hamas is going to demand a very, very high price for the releasing those hostages. Basically, Hamas has seized those hostages to serve as bargaining chips in order to secure the release of Palestinian prisoners, especially Hamas prisoners, in Israeli jails.
¿Y qué significa esto para los civiles en Gaza?
We know from previous campaigns that Hamas is using civilians as a kind of human shields. So therefore, the ground invasion is the alternative to bombing from above Gaza into rubbles. So, which means basically the chances for civilians to survive is much higher than if Israel would rely on a purely air campaign. But definitely we have to expect that also civilians are getting killed in this ground invasion.
It's basically impossible for any army, no matter how skilled and trained, to conduct a major war in such a small territory without seriously affecting the lives of Palestinian civilians.